deep learning, a buzzword in today's industry, and solving many of the problems which we never thought computer could solve. One such industry is management sector. DL has started to get into this domain very quick. It is amazing to see that how such a high pay scale and the one requiring immense decision making power is being taken over by machines. One such application is IAM. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. It means giving the employees only the required access when and wherever they need it. Its purpose is to make company private data safe and information secure. It also minimizes the security risks. So let us discuss one by one how deep learning has automated it and hence helped the industry to grow further and faster. The IT costs are lower. Earlier, the employee lifecycle, which consisted of issuing a username, password, and access to all company applications and company data, taking any time between half an hour or 2 days, has been reduced, and now it does not need any IT worker, thus making the employees more productive as they can get to work right off as soon as they enroll themselves within the company. Audits and compliance are easier, cheaper, and better. Companies earlier spent countless hours compiling paperwork to fulfill compliance regulations, perform internal audits, and prepare for external audits. But now, not only it saves time and extra labor, but also prevents errors arising from manual processing, giving a higher confidence in the accuracy. The development of new apps is less expensive. App developers now directly tap into the IAM system for access authentication, hence providing users with a seamless experience while saving the money on development costs. Quick deprovisioning. In case such as worker changes job, some of the permissions need to be revoked. With automatic provisioning, a employee departure is detected right away. Access is instantly revoked. Managers, earlier required to periodically review their workers' access and remove connections to sites or databases one by one, but now it is no longer necessary. Hence, we see that automated IAM gives the tightest possible security while reducing cost and increasing the business value. So, we saw how successful our DL is in the field of management. But there are some fields where DL is failing, and one such field is medical domain. We see a lot of work being done here, but results are not as expected. The automation is nowhere in sight. In the words of senior author Eric Dorman, deep learning models trained to perform medical diagnosis can generalize well, but this cannot be taken for granted. Since patient population and imaging technique differ significantly across the institution, this shows that how far-sighted our goal is. So let's get deep into the causes which are causing us to fail. The first and foremost being accuracy. The accuracy graphs might shoot up high and give some of the most promising results. But when these models are taken into the real world, they fail utterly to perform. The matrices often do not represent the clinical applicability. The word AI chasm has been coined to reflect that the fact accuracy does not necessarily represent clinical efficacy. The cost of failure is someone's life, which can never be afforded. Thus, DL is getting a setback here and preventing its clinical applicability. The other being data. It is a well-known fact that the availability of medical data is in fact constrained and restricted with only a very few examples of datasets available in public domain. The medical history could not be open source as it is direct violation of one's privacy. Moreover, it is highly likely that the dataset is biased, as it might belong to a particular population or a particular clinical practice, hence giving the dataset a data shift. Thus, we see that these logistic difficulties have led DL to slow progressively in the field of medical domain. We conclude that the field is growing and with each passing day a new development is visible. but there are domains where it is failing. At times it might fail because it is implemented just for the sake of implementation and not requirement, which is a trending practice. Yet there is hope. With the consistency that is being invested in this technology, it is not much far away when we will be getting exemplary results in the fields where we are just starting. So that was all regarding deep learning and its position in today's market. Thank you and thanks for watching.